Howdy fellas, Frankie Day, back again on YouTube. This evening YouTube I have an update build report of Arron Newlands community build Matchbox kits. Right now I just got done applying about 2 coats of gray primer on my HeyFord bomber. Right now I filled in a few imperfections that arise when I applied my primer on there. So that's one thing good about primer. It serves a good imperfection agent as well as a paint adjective. Anyway, folks, get back to the HeyFord. Right here, it's going on pretty good, folks. Hopefully, maybe by this Friday or Saturday, I'll be able to apply the finished paint on it, and which is a bronze green, which is kind of like a dull gray green, which they were. And later on, during her career, before she was stricken from the Royal Air Force, she was more or less used as a camouflage on her dark green and dark earth. But this one here's a prototype, is all done in bronze green. Okay, right there you can see where I filled lightly, applied the filler of my choice on top of the imperfections. Here's a few of the wings right there I must have missed, and on the center wings panel right there, to the outer wing panels have been filled in right there as well. And also on the bottom of the wings too, as you can see, that's where they join to the center section. They've been filled too. Not very much filler there. It wasn't that much of a gap, but it's like I can get them out of there. And we'll turn her on her back and have her underside. Where I applied that sprue right there, it showed a blemish right there, so I just put a little filler right there just to make quite certain it's filled in. And other than that, folks, it's pretty well. That's about as much filler that's acquired on the build so far. So for these Matchbox kits, as far as I'm concerned, they're not filler queens. They go together pretty reasonably well, and with a little THC and reference, but and skill, and they turn out to be outstanding models. I really enjoy the heck out of these Matchbox kits. I have one of my commenters on my video number 2 of this build right here. Commented one thing good about Matchbox: they produce kits that other companies don't touch and don't produce, which is true. And that's what makes another special thing about Matchbox. So they got a lot of kits out there a lot of companies don't make, and so that's a pretty good plus right there. And of course, these Matchbox kits are going to be found on eBay. They can no longer be found anywhere else. They don't stock them in hobby shops no more unless you go to a vintage hobby shop that somebody's selling a stash or something like that. But these Matchbox kits are worth their weight in gold, folks. And this is a very good kit. I'm very glad I hung on to this model. I'm very glad I bought it. I'll back off, and there's Lord Knucklehead Smith right there with a cigar. And I will zoom back in and finish up the video, guys. We'll walk around a little bit with the model. Anyway, this goes together quite well. It's I would not want to recommend this kit for the novice because it's a biplane and it requires a lot of time. What really makes this kit go together pretty good, especially joining the wings, is the nacelles. They got the airplane struts built right on top of the nacelles, which hook up to the bottom wing. And it's a pretty strong structure right there. Actually, the airplane virtually is very strong in real life. We'll go back over to my Super Cub. I thought I had this thing done, guys. I didn't have it done yet. I'll get that paint dry and parts dry. So tomorrow I have a video of this, of the completion of Arron Newlands trainer group build. That'll be done by tomorrow. Okay, right back to the HeyFord right here. The model is going to be rigged when I get finished with it. I'm going to use music wire. And at first, if I was going to take my time on it, I could have drilled some holes through the wings and fed monofilament through it with sprue. But music wire worked just as well. Tedious but effective. And this is going to be a one-of-a-kind build. I searched the internet in and out. I can never find nobody's ever built one of these kits. I guess I'm the first guy that does it, so I kind of feel good about it in a sense. So if anybody's got one of these kits in their stash, hang on to it because they ain't very much laying around, guys. I've been on eBay a couple of times and had seen these laying around. They had a lot of other Matchbox kits like the SBDs and a few Lysander kits and some of their Messerschmitts, and also they had a Spitfire too, 1/32 scale, and they had a few other odd 1/72 scale kits they produced early back in the 1980s. But the HeyFord could not be found yet, so it's circulating around. It can be found though, but eBay's not the best place in the world to get it, guys. And it's going to be an enjoyable build. So hopefully by Friday I should have the finished paint schedule done on it, which is a bronze green. No camo, it's going to be overall all one color, folks. I'm going to do some weathering on it also. And bring it to life. And there's three figures that come with the kit too. I forgot to add on the inbox review. And I'll add them to this model as well when it's done. And thumbs up, boys. Thumbs up. A-OK. Looking good. And I'd like to thank everybody out here for tuning in. And a happy modeling. May God bless. And get those videos out, guys. And a lot of you fellas out there are out there getting these group builds done. You guys are pretty busy beavers out there. And we got Chancellor's North Wales. He's got the flying boat group build coming up in another month or two. So that's coming up next, folks. So everybody's pretty much on D-Day builds and community group builds. So I'm trying to get these two builds out of the way so I get something else shaking. I gotta get my Arizona going, boys. I gotta get my Arizona going. Okay, guys. Frankie Day signing off right here. I'd like to thank everybody again one more time for tuning in, and may God bless. Happy modeling. Catch you next video, boys. Bye now.